That ain't in the Bible, bro. That ain't in the Bible, bro. You're going off because God told us to keep His commandments. One of His commandments was that men should not be shaving their face. You understand?
What about before that?
What about before that?
We had no razors. What about before?
You know what? Give me Exodus 11 verse 7. Because when we learned to shave our face was through the Egyptians. How you doing, my sister? What's your name?
Almost herself from Baltimore, Maryland, DC.
Okay, all praises.
American nationality. You know, this country it's slave.
Right. They enslaved us here. Okay.
I have Jamaican. I have all that. What is this?
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
We are teaching our people, the so-called blacks, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, who they are according to the Bible. When we say black, sis, we're just, the reason why we use that term is because what everybody can understand. Everybody understands when you say a black man, who are we talking about? But we know that those people I named are from the 12 tribes of Israel. All right? That's what we understand. That's what we know. All right?
What you do not know is this shit started from the beginning. It started with
what? And you know, absolutely. And so, Jerry, when we lose our way, what should we go to? We got to go back to the Bible to examine ourselves. And so, Brother Jerry, I want you to apply that. Examine yourself against the Word. All right? Read that.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 11, verse 7. But against the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
God puts a difference between the Egyptians and the Israelites. All right? No, if you got a question. No, it shouldn't, but let me ask you this. Why is a razor separating you from the Lord? Why is the razor separating you from the Lord? Because you're breaking His commandments, Jerry. You're breaking His commandments. You're separating yourself. All right? Because, let me ask you this other question. What should you have on the bottom of your shirt, like all the other men? No, that's not what God told you. That's the doctrine of men right there. You got to start putting fringes on your clothes. All right? Yes, you do, bro. You're right. Let me backtrack. Let me backtrack. You don't have to do it, but if you don't do it, God is going to kill you. All right? Give me that. Numbers chapter 15. Brother, read that.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout the generation.
So you see, our brother Jerry is spewing Christianity. He said that he knows the Bible, but he's not applying God's word. You should know. Guess where you found God? Where you found God in? You found God in the store? No, you got to read this Bible and start applying.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
My sister, come here. Let me ask you this question. You said that your people are from Jamaica, right? Eritrea, right? Ethiopia, right? Somalia? Right. Let me ask you this question, sis. You said that you're Muslim, right? So, do you know where that religion started? Who did it start from?
It started from Jewish.
No.
From Isa, from
Remember Muhammad?
From Muhammad.
Right?
Yes,
that religion came up 600 years after Christ left the face of the earth.
I was born in Saudi Arabia.
And who's the God? Who is Allah? If you had to put a nationality on Allah? What's their nationality? They're Arabs.
Right.
They're Arabs. Now, where did we... What? What's that?
I'm speaking Arabic.
You're speaking Arabic. So, but what I'm trying to show you is that the so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, mostly a lot of our blacks that are in Africa. Sis, stay with me, all right? What I'm trying to show you that most of the people that are in Africa that learned the religion of Islam that was indoctrinated upon them, all right? It was indoctrinated upon them through slavery. We had the sub-Saharan slave trade as well, right? Where's the image? Let them look.
Okay, hold on, I'm coming.
Let me get that one.
I'll be back.
Hold on, real quick, sis, real quick. Take a look at this. As you're walking away, the Arabs had us in slavery. The white man had us in slavery. The so-called true African had us in slavery. And that's where they indoctrinated us with Islam. But God told us not to follow those things. All right? Give me, you got me Jeremiah 3? Come on.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3, verse 1. They say, if a man put away his wife, and she...
Jump down.
Verse 2. Verse 2, lift up thine eyes unto the high places, and see where thou hast not lain with.
So it says, lift up your eyes to the high places to see where you have been laying with. What is it going into? It's going into spiritual fornication, spiritual whoredom. We laid with the Arabians when they took us into slavery, and we began to learn Islam. We then began to call ourselves Muslims. Read.
And the wives hast thou sat for them, as the Arabian in the wilderness.
We sat down with that Arabian within the wilderness and learned their doctrines. We learned their customs. Why? Because we were enslaved. It's no different than when we came on this side of the earth today and the white man taught us white man Jesus. The lies that came through Christianity, that came through Catholicism. All right? These are the things that we sat down and we learned from these other nations.
We used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.